I believe everybody wants Arne Slot to be out. I want Liverpool to sack Arne Slot. You want Liverpool to sack Arne Slot. But in this video, I will explain to you the reason why Liverpool will not sack Arne Slot. This is just pure psychology. This is the reason why, even in my last video, everybody was saying, Salah legend, Salah legend. But there are some things you don't do. Mohamed Salah indirectly have cemented Arne Slot's position at Liverpool right now. Now take it this way. Liverpool, if Liverpool wanted to sack Arne Slot, for example, assuming Liverpool wanted to sack this man, for example, and then with what Mohamed Salah said, it looks like the relationship between Mo Salah and the manager is broken. Now, if the club sacks Arne Slot right now, it will look as if the club is caving in to what Mohamed Salah is saying. This is a mind game. This is the reason why I said there are some things you don't say in public domain. He has given Arne Slot, without knowing, a lifeline. He has given Arne Slot, without knowing, a long term in Liverpool. Even if Liverpool sack him, it will take some time so that it wouldn't look like a player made Liverpool sack their manager. Liverpool is not that small. Liverpool is not that small. That is the reason when I think some days back, I saw Adika when he was hitting on Liverpool sack Arne Slot, and now supporting what Mohamed Salah did. Indirectly, he did not know that this thing is going to buy time for Arne Slot. I want Arne Slot to leave today, but it's not going to happen. And this is the reason, because the club will be caving in. And now the club don't mind, because I saw one piece from James Pearce, and I believe many of you already know James Pearce. He's a Liverpool reporter. I saw one piece from him where I personally think, because after I read that thing, I can tell you 100%, Liverpool paid him to drop that quote. And I tell you the truth, Liverpool paid him to drop that. See, Mohamed Salah, they are using him right now as an scapegoat, which does not really make sense. The bigger problem and the bigger issue right now is the club coach, Arne Slot. He needs to be sacked. But one thing is clear, the club cannot sack this man right now because of what is going down. I believe all of you are actually understanding what I'm saying. Now look at what James Pearce said. I think Liverpool actually paid him for this, because you cannot tell me that you are not seeing what is happening in Liverpool as a whole. Liverpool keep drawing, losing, nothing is connecting. Now he said, Salah commands respect and admiration in Liverpool's dressing room, no doubt, but has few close friends within it. Teammates sensed an immediate change in his mood when he found out on Friday that he was not starting against Leeds. Why it wasn't a complete surprise to senior figures at Liverpool that Salah spoke out, his attack on the club and Slot went further than anyone anticipated. Liverpool regarded Mohamed Salah's recent spell out of form, out of the team, as a temporary measure rather than the end of him as regular starter. Let me read that part again, make you hear him. Liverpool regarded Mohamed Salah's recent spell out of the team as a temporary measure rather than the end of him as a regular starter. Now, even if Liverpool wanted to remove him as a regular starter, they would pay this man to drop this speech that it is just a temporary something. They will use him as a scapegoat, and Arne Slot will remain in Liverpool because they don't want to make the player look as if the player have power. That is the truth. That is how big organization works. Indirectly, Salah now our problem. When I feel the joke, you don't need to say this kind of thing out. Keep quiet. They will sack the coach. Everybody is seeing that the coach is not doing well. He cannot come because you're on the bench and say that kind of thing. Now, the father continued. There is a belief internally that with one, okay, now see this joke, see this particular line. This is the biggest joke. It said there is a belief internally that with one or two draws from the past 3 games that the change in system has been effective, with Liverpool conceding few opportunities. That means 1 win and 2 draws, there is a change in the system, conceding fewer opportunities. Liverpool conceded 3 goals last time, but look at what Liverpool's reporter dished out. That is the reason why I said most of these men, they pay them to drop this kind of thing. That is what is happening right now. They pay them. Mohamed Salah, indirectly, because of, let me just be raw, because of his selfish interest, he has made what we want not come to pass. That's the truth. If to say Mohamed Salah keep quiet, Liverpool will sack Arne Slot. And I tell you the truth. But right now, if Liverpool sack Arne Slot, one thing is clear. Everybody will believe that Mohamed Salah made Liverpool sack their coach. Even if next coach wants to come in, the next coach will have that mindset and that fear that Mohamed Salah is bigger in hierarchy than the coach, which is not supposed to be like that. When it comes to hierarchy of a team, the coach should be higher than every player. I believe so and I understand what I thought. That's the reason why even I dropped a comment on that Adika's post. I think some people actually understood what I was actually saying there. If everybody is being given opportunity to start talking in Liverpool, if Federico Chiesa talk, every time Federico Chiesa any speech, he will tell you the coach and himself are in alignment. They tell you say the vex. He will say they are in alignment, and this and that, sugarcoat everything for the public space. But deep down, there is something going on. Even when Jurgen Klopp left, there must have been, something internally that many people don't know that went down. But you cannot say Jurgen Klopp come and tell you Liverpool's board did this, Liverpool board did that. There are some things you don't do in public domain. Now, before that continues, James Pierce also, he said, what kind of impact will his outburst have on the squad? Honestly, not much. The agent of one senior Liverpool player says, after everything he's done for the club, I don't think anyone can say anything to Mo. You see where the problem comes here. They are using Mohamed Salah as an scapegoat. Personally, Mohamed Salah have dropped form and I am not in support of him going to public to speak. That is number one. If you are angry that you are being dropped on the bench, you should show that anytime you enter the pitch and play. Federico Chiesa is always on the bench, but anytime he's given opportunity to play, we see the force, we see the aggression, we see the drive, we see the passion for him to make the change immediately. That is what we see. So instead of you to get furious, because right now they are saying this is a temporary change, which I did not believe that this is a temporary change. I personally, I've always known that, the moment they start putting Mohamed Salah on the bench, most likely they will sell him. And all of you also were, all of you were in support of put him on the bench. Now everybody now done. Well, anyways, let me not talk in the comment section. Remember, I'm just sorry that this video is long, but I just want to just explain to you properly the reason why this Liverpool's hierarchy will not sack Arne Slot. Even if they want to sack Arne Slot, it's not going to be now. They will allow this whole thing to dry down. Even those that don't have anything to say, players like Rooney, that already know that he does not like Liverpool. He has been saying a whole lot about Mohamed Salah right now, saying he's destroying his legacy. That particular one, I don't like it because I don't think he's destroying any legacy. But right now, one thing is clear. They will use Mohamed Salah as an scapegoat. And once the media starts, it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool to cave in to what Mohamed Salah is speaking about because it looks like it is something personal between him and Arne Slot. You cannot sack the manager like this, even if he's doing bad. It will look as if you are caving in to what the player wants. I rest my case.